held the ball up high, the siren sounded and we're underway. Final quarter at Myers Reserve. Ball comes to ground. North Geelong again through Barnett. Get the ball on the left foot to full forward immediately for North Geelong. Comes back Barnett, went for the soccer style kick, missed the ball just about. As Cuttajar comes back onto it. May does well, pushes the ball forward, picked up by Zitko, hooked back on the left foot towards full forward. And Martin was very, very easily outmanoeuvred, I'd suggest, by Jason Habib, 5 metres from goal. And I guess, guys, this is the sort of start that Nathan Lewis at Belpost would not want.
Certainly not, Eric, and it's good. Couldn't be in a better pair of hands than Jason Habib. What would he be? 15 metres out, slide angle. Slide angle, probably a fair angle, but to his kicking ability, I think we can start penciling, I would say.
So moves in. Habib, we're pretty much behind the kick and no problem in the wide world. That's his third for the day and fantastic start for the North Geelong side in this final quarter. 13-8-86. They lead the Belpost Hill side. 6-7-43 Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. We're only playing 1 minute to get that goal, and Daryl Jones, that's probably makes the third quarter worthwhile when you get a goal like that.
Oh, it certainly does, and again, it was just too easy. They just got out of the centre again, North Geelong, and as we said, a couple of options down forward with Jason Habib and the other boys down there. So just too strong in that one-on-one again.
Yeah, it came from Chris Barnett and Mario Zitko again, Eric.
And just three-quarter time at Skills Stadium, Fremantle 11-7 were leading Geelong 9-11. So ball back in the middle, umpire puts it up. This time May gets a tap down for North. He's a big fella and they might have something there to offer. Ball by hand, Zitko doesn't take control of it. Over the top, McClure can't control it well. Finally gets a handball out to Lewis, Matt. Handball to Hanley. Hanley off a step towards half forward. Good one-handed mark there by Baird. For Belpost Hill comes back and Dane Norris. Gee whiz, plenty of poise. Kicks it back toward the middle. Matthew Lewis attacked the footy. Barnett punches it forward into the arms there of Zitko. Wheels around on the left foot. Hooks it towards Habib once again. Comes down off hands. O'Brien over on the footy. Coming through strongly. Page does well. O'Brien off the left foot looking for Zitko. A little too much carry on that particular kick. But terrific work, young Page. He attacked the player with the footy, attacked the ball, and really affected the turnover for North Geelong. So good work. The ball still in the forward half for North, half forward flank. Boundary umpire puts it in. This time May again gets a tap down. Page does well, picks it up. He's besieged, but gets the foot to the footy. Back towards May in the middle of the ground. Off hands it comes to Dyer. Away he goes towards half back, right across the ground for Belpost Hill. Allsop and Baird. A foot race here. Does well, Allsop. Use the body, gets a handball almost to a teammate there. And the free kick has gone to Jakimov, I think. See, umpire's going the wrong way. He finally handballs to Allsop. They confused me, the umpires on that occasion. The long kick from Allsop through the hands there of Vesey. Running onto the football is Ryder once again. Kicked off the ground and hit the behind post as it hit the ground. So will be a throw in. The umpire this side wasn't reading that all that well, Loz, because he was back in front of us.
No, I thought it was going to go the other way.
Well, the umpires confused me, and I think it might have confused him because they were running opposite to where the kick was going in the middle of the ground. But 2 kicks later, it's beside the behind post for North Geelong in the attacking area. Up high, Vesey tried to take it out of the throw-in, doesn't do so. Habib dives on the footy, comes out, Vesey. Yeah, there's a whistle, kicking in danger, said the umpire, and I think Chris Barnett put his body on the line to try to get the footy, and I think it was Carter tried to soccer it away. Unfortunately, the body was in the way, and Chris Barnett, 15 metres out directly in front, kicked the last goal in the third quarter as the siren sounded. So we see Chris Barnett moves in, umpire moves across a little way, but he said that'll do, and a great effort. Second goal for Chris Barnett, and the 14th for North Geelong. 14-8-92. They lead Belpost Hill 6-7-43. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 5 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, that was a handy goal there, and he's played a very good second half of his football. Chris, he's a good trier, and that caps off your effort when you are able to kick through a couple of goals there. So You know, I think you can start the fat lady anytime you like, Peter. I think she's here. She's well and truly here. May in the back into the ruck, which is a good move. He's a big boy, this bloke, and we'll just see what he can jump.
Take it away, Cal, while I put some scores down.
Right, the umpire in the centre of the ground throws the ball up. Up they go again, Marinovic. No one really gets the tap out. Coming through there was Nick Popovsky for Bell Post Hill. The umpire blows the whistles. He's found a free kick, and it will go Bell Post Hill way. In the centre of the ground. Now looking for a lead. Running past there was Carter calling for it. Popovsky still with the ball. He called the play on shortly. Now he comes out. Might have been a little bit late there. It's Nathan McClure gets on his own and he takes a mark in front of us on the wing. Nathan McClure goes to the kick and marking it right on the boundary line there was the Bell Post Hill player, and that was Vid Marinovic. Big ruckman, it goes forward again, and now Bell Post Hill have got a chance of coming across in front with Sean Lewis to take the mark. Sean Lewis about 50 metres out. He's going to put it right up into the face of the goal square there. A number of players up, no one can take the mark. Although we found one there for North Geelong. Quick handball goes off to Shane Alsop. He now kicks it out towards the pocket over on their far side, but it beats the players over the line, Lee Hardman, etc., and out of bounds. Umpire about to throw it back in.
Righto, Cal, 3/4 time, other grounds. Inverleigh 8-6, Winchelsea 15-15, East Geelong 12-9, Bannockburn 10-11, Belmont Lions 12-11, Werribee Central's 21-11, they're back. Corio 27-14, Anarchy 9-8, Thompson 16-13, Geelong West 2-9.
The ball's thrown back in again over on the forward pocket there and knocked forward now for Bell Post Hill. No one can pick it up. Once again it's through North Geelong, and that was Chris Barnett gets the handball away. Over towards the boundary line, they can't keep it in, and the ball will be thrown back in over on the wing on the east side. So the scoreboard at the moment shows it's North Geelong 14-8-92 leading Bell Post Hill 6-7-43.
So 7 minutes into the last quarter, boundary umpire retrieves the football and he's on centre wing, outer side. We'll put the ball in. Marinovic and May about to do the ruck work. Marinovic's done well all day. Gets the tap down to Sean Lewis. Handball over to Dyer. Runs with the footy. Picks it up. Hooks it around the body. Wind holding it up. It's going to land pretty... Oh, Norris does well to keep his body in front. But Sean Lewis following up tries to punch it forward for Bell Post Hill. But numbers with North Geelong as Dane Norris seems to have a lot of time. Very... polished sort of a player, but in the middle it's McAuliffe picks it up and hooks it towards half forward, and the mark taken unattended by Edmonds for Bell Post Hill.
Started off early, this kid, Eric.
Yeah.
Died out of it.
He's man on the mark was inside fit, but a terrible kick off the boot, and the old experience, I suppose. Their mark taken that time by Matheson. He kicks it wide, and Hardman has taken the mark on half-back flank for North Geelong. Draws a player, the handball's over the top, and now North are away, albeit in slow motion at the moment. But McDermott, long kick to half forward, mark almost taken by Friars, tries to outrun the opposition there, gets the ball around the body. Kazuna easily leads Vesey. Vesey concedes that, kicks the ball over the top, and Sean Lewis on half-back flank takes the mark. Back into the corridor for Bell Post Hill. Dangerous move. Dyer have to be good. He is. Gets the ball, and the switch of players been to the benefit of Bell Post Hill because Matt Lewis picks it up on the wing. Handballs to Carr going past. He really can't get away with it, but numbers there with Bell Post Hill is Urquhart. Handball back to Carter, and Carter now towards half forward, but terrible kick. And Norris, Dane, he's read the ball well in the back half and doesn't look a footballer, but he does everything right. Nice little chip pass to Michael Rowe. Rowe now in the centre of the ground. He's decided to take him on again. Not a good kick. In fact, almost a terrible kick to a host of Bell Post Hill players. Kazuna, he's tackled, drops the footy. Play on, said the umpire. Finally comes to Vesey. Vesey to him. Oh, what a mark! That can't be a mark. Jason Abib, one arm being held by his opponent there in bed, put the other arm out and drew the ball in. Unbelievable. And good work there by Vesey. It was a long way out, just fired it to the goal square. And, well, Jason Abib already kicked 3, all in the second half. And the man on the mark is 5 metres out, 45-degree angle. And you would expect Jason Abib, as he has, to kick his 4th goal. So, well, terrific mark, deserved a goal, I guess, and that's the 15th for North, and they're starting to coast their way home now. 15-8-98, They lead Belpost Hill 6-7-43. Buckley's Entertainment Centre. Final quarter scoreboard. 10 minutes gone.
They just persevered. They looked like they're going to lose possession of the ball, North Geelong, but they just held in there, and then finally get it out. And as we say, a kick in, and you could just see that. You could really see Jason a bit though with that big arm out. That he sort of
makes it easy. It's an easy game.
Laurie, they've had 6 weeks in a row. They've kicked 20. They're 15 now.
They're on target.
20 minutes. They've got a chance, haven't they?
Oh, they definitely have, and I can understand why. They've got a pretty good forward structure up there with those two big blokes at the big frames up there, and they can push people aside.
The ball's thrown up again in the centre of the ground. No one really got the tap out. Belpost Hill now trying to work the ball forward with Stuart Dyer. Now it goes across. The pack starts to form. North Geelong crying out for a free kick there, nothing given. Belpost Hill now drive it forward. No one could take the mark up there. Spinning around now for the handball and taking it clearly there was Justin Edmonds. Edmonds now drives it back towards the goals, but taking a mark across the front of him is Shane Alsop for North Geelong. He plays on immediately and goes out on the far side, and it's North Geelong in possession with the ball, and a mark now taken over there. We try and pick the player. Sitko again. Gee, I've seen him enough to recognised him. Again now North Geelong start to move the ball forward. They come down with a kick, but running across in front of them there was Casina to take a mark in defence for Belpost Hill. Casina now looking for a lead, and he gets one straight away, and that's Sean Lewis. Sean Lewis with the ball now. He turns around to kick it forward. Up they go, and in front of the pack there for Belpost Hill was Matthew Lewis, another possession. He drives it forward now, in race to the ball. Justin Edmonds is now tackled by a North Geelong player. He's got the ball in under him, trying to get it out. The umpire says, no, you've dragged it in, and a free kick now will go North Geelong's way. He's about to play 50, on there.
Shouldn't it?
Should be.
Dane Norris should, yeah. Dane Norris now with the ball for North Geelong. He's looking for someone to make a lead now. He's going to kick the ball across the ground. He's gone right over the other side there with Brad Scown, is it, for North Geelong? And Scown now. North Geelong have possession of the ball, so they drive it towards the centre of the ground, and no one could take a clear mark there. Now coming through Belpost Hill play, could have been tripped. Was he tripped, or he tripped over his own legs?
I think he tripped over the line. It was Big Marinovic. I think Kelly's rucked all day, and it's no wonder he's tired.
He's starting to get tired.
Yeah, so he's done very well, but the ball is out of bounds, centre wing out of side. As Matty Lewis come off, he's worn the leg out, had too many kicks. Might have said he's exhausted, I think, as he walked past us, but the handball comes out to Hanley. Hanley now for Belpost Hill, has a bounce and runs a long way, kicks it towards the full forward position. Off hands, it's come forward. Handball comes back to Hanley once again. There's a lovely kick from outside 50, lands on the goal line, and it's a fantastic goal for the Belpost Hill side, courtesy of Vin Hanley. That's their first for the final quarter, and it takes them to 7-7-49, but they trail North Geelong 15-8-98. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 13 minutes gone.
You would expect Daryl Jones would want North Geelong to really run this game out now, because at the end of the day, with the 5 sides, percentage could be important for that third or second spot.
Yeah, exactly, Peter, and I think that Daryl, that would have been the way they've been playing. To kick 20 goals, you've probably got to put 4 quarters together, and it'd be nice to finish off with another few goals this quarter for them.
So back in the middle, umpire puts the ball up again. Marinovic again taps it down for Belpost Hill. Scown in the centre for that bounce, picked up by Popovsky towards half forward. Allsop manhandled. Play on, said the umpire. Popovsky this time, David to full forward. Terrific work, Matheson, punches the ball clear, gets some support there from Hayes as Zeal tries to pick the footy up for Belpost Hill. It's very, very scrambly. The kick finally comes to the full forward position. Mark perhaps could have been taken there by Edmonds, but off his hands, it's drifted over the boundary line in front of the scoreboard, which reads 96-49, North Geelong's favour, as the ball will be thrown in 5 metres from the behind post. At the southern end of Myers Reserve, to which Belpost Hill are scoring in this last quarter. Ball punched forward there by Popovsky. Coming across is Dane Norris again. Can't take the footy with him, however, and a couple of soccer kicks there, and one off a boot into the shin of the other, and the ball ricochets finally over the boundary line once again. Now it's 35 metres from the behind post. North slowly but surely working the ball away from the goal area. Short throw in. Over the top, May, down to Scown, can't take the footy, tries to push it through all the legs. McClure, handball over, Barnett intercepts to Hardman. back to Allsop on this occasion. Comes back on his favoured left foot, but finally gets it by hand to Barnett. What a great second half he's had. The long kick to half forward. Cuttajar overruns the footy. Comes to ground. Urquhart. He's met by Rowe. Picked up Zitko again. Little left foot kick. Doesn't go more than 10 metres. Players, I think, looking for Academy Awards out there on that occasion. They all fell down, forgot the footy, and it came to Urquhart. Urquhart over the top there of Sean Lewis. He's running with the flight of the football. Picks it up. Plenty of time. Decides he'll come inboard. Zeal is the player he's looking for. He's got some support out there from Dyer. Handball to absolutely nowhere. Dyer as Scown does well. Takes the ball off them in the middle. Went to handball. Decides to run to the centre and kick long. Belpost still in good position. Left at one another. Gee, there's a bit of misunderstanding both sides in defence at the moment. As McAuliffe. He's put down. Play on to the umpire. Vesey. He's done well. He's chased a long way, but coming across there and doing well was the young fellow in Jakimov. Kicks the ball towards O'Brien. Handball intercepted there by Kazuna. He goes toward the middle of the ground, but Page in good position. Has plenty of time. Goes long. The leads come from Habib. He's well spoilt there by Martin on that occasion. And I think Urquhart happy to concede a behind because O'Brien was descending on the footy. It was in the goal square, but a rush behind there to North Geelong. 15-9-99. They lead Belpost till 7-7-49. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 16.5 minutes gone.
Belpost Hill now. Defender about to kick it back into play. And a lead out there by Simon Seal. And he'll take the mark in front of Jason Habib. So Simon Seal for Belpost Hill. He kicks the ball forward and again now taking a mark. There again, Simon Seal up the ground with the mark. He's now plays on, kicks it across the ground there. Looks like Hanley with the ball. He drives it forward. Out in front there, Stuart Dyer, and Stuart Dyer will take an easy mark. He plays on now as he drives Belpost Hill into attack. Out in front and a nice mark too, taken Belpost Hill, and that is
Nick Popovsky.
Nick Popovsky.
He was good early and
died out.
He's faded, hasn't he?
So a chance for Nick Popovsky to put another goal on the scoreboard for Belpost Hill, but it's his old story. It's a little too late. Popovsky now needs a fair kick from here. She's going to have a crack at it. She comes in, head over the ball, straight over the goal umpire's head, and it's a goal to Belpost Hill through Nick Popovsky. So Belpost Hill, they'll move on to 8-7. And that is 55 rather, 8-7-55, trailing North Geelong 15-9.
What's happened to the scoreboard, man?
Gee, upside down.
97 upside down, but 15-9-99 anyway.
That puts you to the test, Cal.
Going for the glasses on.
Oh dear, oh dear.
They're in the frame.
Absolutely. But it was all slow motion, wasn't it? Slow motion kick, the goal umpire slow motion, gave the signal. But we're on the way, 18.5 minutes final quarter. I think a few people have had enough. There's some cars leaving already, probably North Geelong supporters. They're home as the ball put down in the middle. Brad Scown, handball over the top to O'Brien, bounces kindly. Handball back to Scown on the left foot,
down
terrible kick and a very late tackle on that occasion, which Brad Scown did not appreciate. And Carr will be, certainly the kick has been paid down the ground. Joel Page is the recipient as he's now half forward flank. The lead has come to the forward pocket and gee whiz, he's put a fair sort of a test on Vesey. Kicked the ball about 40 metres in front of him and Paul Tilty couldn't get anywhere near it. Lands in the field of play and drifts over the boundary line. So the ball will be thrown in 35 metres from the behind post at the northern end, to which North Geelong kicking in this final quarter with the breeze. Habib eased his opponent Martin out, but Martin good enough to get the foot kicked across the face of goal. Who should use his body beautifully as Mario Zitko, and what a great game. He's kicked 3-1 already himself. Josh Backley was his opponent on that occasion and was really got out of the contest far too easily, Laurie, I thought.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he kicks this goal, I think I might even put him in the best players.
I think he'd be a chance because
He
Mario
might be a
Zitko, he's gone back, the Dennis Lilly run up, long way, but he moves in. He's only 20 metres out. It is a fairly acute angle, but I tell you what, the goal umpire
He likes it.
will only put 2 fingers up. That's all the goal umpire has to do. That's Zitko's fourth. and really capped off a very good day for him. 16th goal to North Geelong, 16-9, 105. They lead Belpost Hill, who really have had a disappointing second half, 8-7, 55. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 20 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, Eric, I've been watching the press of recent times, and he's been in North Geelong's best players, contributed with a few goals as well, and he just gives me an indication today that he's taken the next step of his football. He's actually, that was a bit of good play, a bit of good body on body. He was in the right position for that kick to come out there, and I got the impression that he's really thinking his football out now.
Yeah, and it's good to see, because he's a kid that's shown some promise over a number of years.
Right, the umpire throws the ball up in the centre of the ground. No one gets the tap out again. Now it's through North Geelong. They'll start to drive it forward. Out there in front of the ball there was Joel Page. No one can pick it up now.
Oh,
on the
not
blue
another.
We thought there Mario Sitko again, was it?
Yep.
Yeah, it was. He's got the white boots on.
He hasn't kicked it this time, but he scored another minor behind. Goes on to North Geelong. That takes him now to 16-9. And that's 16-10. 106, and they lead Belpost Hill 8-7-55.
Yes, not when you're having a day like he's having. Cal, there's every chance he could have kicked it even on the left foot.
Right. Exactly right. They're retrieving the ball now. It'll be Ryan Carr for Belpost Hill to kick the ball back into play. Looking for someone to lead. Out there on his own, Nathan McClure. He ignores the lead and goes to the other side of the ground. And out in front there, it looks like Vid Marinovic, is it?
Yes.
Yep.
He now drives the ball up into the to the wing on the far side. No one could take the mark. Stuart Dyer went up. Now the ball comes out of North Geelong. Through there it was Troy Elzinga. He now tries to get the ball to one of his teammates. Ball still in play. Looked like it may have gone out of bounds. North Geelong again had the ball. It comes out of the pack. They now start to drive it forward. Leading out there. Oh, clash there of players. It's still in chance here. It's right in the forward pocket of North Geelong, and someone trying to kick it off the ground there.
Ryder again, I think.
Has missed. Put it through for a minor score. So it takes them on now to 16-11. 16-11.
Scoreboard kids have gone home.
Yeah, they've left.
They've got the pay. They must have paid him, Eric. You don't
No.
pay them before the game's over, boys.
That's right. So 16-11, plays 8-7, and Carr again to kick in. They're having difficulty getting it outside defensive 50 Belpost still at the moment. Absolutely nobody to kick to. Really just a zone defence from North, but he decides to go long. Carr out there is Michael Rowe. Read that beautifully. Sean Lewis went early, and that's not a bad move, because the ball back in the centre, and this fella, he'd have a chance from the centre circle. Allsop decides to have a go. It's going to land very close to the goal line, and I'm afraid the umpire was not looking behind the play, because Allsop got absolutely flattened by Stewie Dyer after he kicked that footy. It's drifted through for another behind, so they're blazing away a bit now. 16-12, 108 North Geelong, 8-7-55 Belpost Hill, Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 23.5 minutes gone, and again Belpost will try to clear that defensive area, and almost a great defensive mark there. Mario Zitko gets a handball back to Hardman on his favoured left foot. He's not a goal kicker, but he's got Jason Abib in the goal square. And he'll probably claim that as a pass, Laurie, but I reckon he's having a shot for goal, young Lee. But Jason Abib, we saw him kick a goal from 2 metres further out earlier in this quarter. Man on the mark, 1 metre out, 45-degree angle. And Jason's got the audacity to practice his kicking style. About to move in. He's had a very good second half. He's already kicked 4. He's about to kick number 5, which he does. So a great second half for Jason Abib, and North Geelong, well, is time going to beat them to get 20 goals again. 17 goals, 12, 114. They lead Belpost Hill 8-7-55. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, 24.5 minutes gone.
Yeah, well, North Geelong are just going on their merry way. I've got to say, at this point in time, I'm a little bit disappointed with Belpost Hill that they've just don't seem to have the players to go to when they've got the footy, and they've been caught down the back half there a little bit with some chip. That was a chip kick that put you under pressure, and relied on Lee Harden picking the ball up, getting it over to Habib for a goal. Too many mistakes.
In the middle, ball goes up once again. This time neither ruckman get a clear tap down. Elzinga, he's tricked me without the knee patch in this third quarter. Handball to Hardman, breaks a tackle, comes out wide. He's got Scown, who's made good ground to centre wing, takes the mark. He's got Allsop on the overlap from half-back. Terrible handball, Allsop. Intercepted there by Carr. Goes towards half-forward, over the top of Cuttajar. Coming in strongly there was Edmonds. He can't pick the footy up. Now through Allsop's legs, coming in Popovski. Just puts the foot into the football and looks for the safety of the boundary on that occasion, and has found that. Half-forward flank, bell post till. Game winding down, 25.5 minutes gone, final quarter, and absolutely in the ascendancy. 114 to 55. North Geelong doing it comfortably. As the ball thrown in once again, Marinovic and May coming in strongly. Cuttajar picked up by Sean Lewis. Little chip pass. On the so far today that mightn't have been 15, but it was this time. As a mark taken low down by Edmonds, goes to into the corridor. Oh, brilliant mark, Lee Hardman, front of the pack, big stretch, and took a great mark overhead. He's got players streaming down the ground in the middle. One of them, Brad Scown, takes the mark. He looks for Allsop, can't take the mark. Page at the back, took the crumbs, but he's immediately tackled. Hanley has, well, that was incredible because he had Marinovic on his own, but he did find Zeal on centre wing. Handball quickly to Backley to half forward, and that was Baird, can't take the mark. Coming through McDermott. North Geelong doing as they like. Terrible kick there from defence for North, but almost a mark taken by Elzinga. Ball picked up by Zeal to Marinovic. Marinovic, little chip into the corridor, picked up Backley, smothered off his boot, comes back to Backley, inside 50, Chips looking for the lead at half forward. That's hooked around the body by the big fella as mark taken in the full forward position by Edmonds. Hooks to the head of the goal square, which you should do. Unfortunately, they're making a bit of a mess of it. Popovski picks it up from 25 metres out, hooked it around the body, a little too far. 3-1, Nick Popovski off his boot, and the 8's behind to Belpost Hill. 8-8-56, but they trail North Geelong 17-12, 114. Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard. 27.5 minutes gone as McDermott chipped in short to Scown. Scown out wide. The lead there from Michael Rowe. Led his opponent under the football. Comes back. Picks it up. Dyer tries to get the ball off Rowe, but he handballs over the top to Hardman. Touches the ball down once. I don't think he saw Zeal there. Handball out wide to Michael Rowe. He's at 50. Terrible kick off Michael Rowe's boot. And McClure inside the 50-metre defensive arc for him has taken the mark. Goes out wide. Gets a call out there from Handley. Can't take the mark. North Geelong, they come in. Pretty high tackle there on Jakimov. And umpire puts a whistle on play and will ball it up. I think the North Geelong boys not very comfortable about some of the tackling there, Loz.
Yeah, they were a little bit concerned, I guess. The game's nearly over, I think, though, Eric, so there's not much use getting carried away with, is it?
No, that's right. Barnett pushes it further backwards to Elzinga. Out wide by Elzinga to Michael Rowe. The lead there, Zitko doesn't take the mark, gets his opponent out of the contest, hooks it around the body to Barnett. Only got to get around an opponent on the left foot, low into the bruise, with the bruise, and Carter takes it over the boundary. A terrible kick from Barnett there. I don't know what he was trying to do. Perhaps his second half has got the left leg too tired. Didn't do too well with it. As the ball is over the boundary line, a metre from the behind post, deep in the attacking area. In fact, it's about 15 metres. They're going to throw it in. So boundary umpire now, deep in the attacking area for North Geelong. 29 minutes gone, final quarter. Good tap away by McClure. Zitko, kick smothered off his boot. Sean Lewis picks it up. Handball to Handley. Handley off a step to centre wing. Taken there by Elzinga, runs inside 50, goes for the goal, don't tell me.
He has.
I reckon he's kicked the goal, Troy Elzinga. The North players are pretty happy, Troy Elzinga's pretty happy, and the North Geelong team are finishing the day on a very good note. 18-12, 120 North. They lead Belpost Hill 8-8-56, Buckley's Entertainment Centre final quarter scoreboard, and we tick to 30 minutes.
Yeah, they'd be very disappointed, Belpost Hill, with this with their last quarter, and overall, I suppose the whole game they've been outplayed in probably 3 of the 4 quarters.
Oh, they look as if to me, Eric, Peter, they've played catch-up footy most of the day. I think they've So just haven't had any players to go to. They've got some suspensions. Barrier was out. He's a good player. I haven't seen him play, but he played with North Shore. He'll be a bigger type player that you can go to, I guess.
So ball in the middle, late stages of the final quarter. Marinovic got the first tap, got the second tap, went towards, finally it's Allsop, he's tackled, over to McDermott, long way up from fullback, Joe McDermott, goes out wide, Lee Hardman takes the mark on centre wing. Has the overlap there in Giacomoff, but has drawn the player on the mark and now runs off, kicks it long inside 50, big kick at the back is Ryder, looking for the crumbs, finally picked up.
Hit the post.
Was that Mario Zitko again as he emerges? It was. So as the siren sounds, so behind to Zitko to end the game here at Myers Reserve. The final score showed North Geelong, the visitors, 18 goals 13, 121, have defeated Bellpost Hill, 8 goals 8, 56. For the visitors, the winners, goal kickers were Jason Abib, kicked 5, Mario Zitko kicked 4, Clint Vesey 3, Chris Barnett and Chris Ryder 2 apiece, and Troy Elzinger and David O'Brien 1 apiece. For the home side, Bellpost Hill, Nick Popovsky kicked 3, Collins, David Popovsky, Handley, Sean Lewis and Will Urquhart kicked 1 apiece. So just repeating the final score here in our broadcast match of the day, North Geelong 18-13, 121 have defeated Bellpost Hill 8-8, 56. We'll go to a break, and when we return we'll have Peter and Laurie's thoughts on the game as it panned out. We'll have our 3, 2 and 1 for best on the ground, and also as they come along the results of all other games that we're able to get scores for. You're tuned to 94.7 The Pulse, the home of local football.